Holiday Club and see if Jake and Gabe are around and shout for them. Okay, ready? Shout Jake and Gabe, ready? 1, 2, 3. Jake and Gabe! No. I think we need the grown-ups' help. If everybody could shout Jake and Gabe, I think they might have the confidence to come out and talk to us. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Jake and Gabe!
Coo-wee! I'm Jake. Hello.
And I'm Gabe. Amy invited us to Holiday Club again this year.
Woo!
And we had the best time.
We did. We learned so much about our incredible Creator God.
On day 1, we looked at how God created everything and how good it was. We heard all about the plants and the animals and the fish of the sea and outer space.
Yeah. God knows every star and every planet, and they're just awesome to look at like this. Oh.
But then God did something even better, and he created us. God didn't think that was just good, but very good.
But because he created us, he needed a rest after that, because we can be quite hard work, can't we, everyone? Which is fair enough, having made so much other incredible stuff before.
And then, on day 2, we heard how God knows everything about us.
Have you lost your place? Give me a minute. What? Where am I? Even knows. Thank you. Come on. He even knows how many yellow hairs are on my head right now. Yep. Although some of you would be struggling with that one, right?
And somehow God doesn't make any mistakes, unlike Jake makes mistakes.
What? He made us all perfect, except for this Muppet down here, and he's amazing in all his ways.
And we also heard that he knows even the bad stuff we do.
We did.
We all mess up.
We do.
And we get things wrong.
We do.
But God still loves us.
He does, which is amazing. I know. No, not I. No, not you. Stop it, Richard. God knows all the good and all the bad, and he still, get this, wants to be our friend. And he still loves us more than we could ever get our heads around.
Absolutely. Which leads us on to day 3, when we heard how God loves us so much and wants to be friends with us so much that he gave his son for us.
It really is the best news ever. I think some people here call it good news, because God made a perfect world full of incredible things, which just sadly just sometimes goes so wrong.
Yeah, Adam and Eve mess up, they disobey God,
Boo.
And sin enters the world.
Boo.
And God can't be close to sin, meaning he can no longer be close to Adam and Eve.
But the thing about God that we've learned is that he does everything in his almighty power to get back to us. Even though we are the ones who mess up, God makes the first move.
Yeah, and it's a pretty big move by sending his one and only son to die for us, to take away all the sin.
Look at this. It blows my mind.
It is pretty incredible, but that's our incredible, faithful God.
Now, I've heard that word faithfulness lots and lots of times over this week and even today. And when I think of faithfulness, I think of my dog. She's so loyal, and dogs often put their trust in humans, especially their owners. And some people here might even have a faithful dog at home.
Yeah, very true. In fact, some people here, when they hear the word faithful, they might think about marriage. When two people promise to stick together, they make a promise that they will stand by one another throughout whatever life brings.
And I think friends can be loyal or faithful too, like we're best friends, aren't we, Gabe?
I totally agree. A faithful friend doesn't play with us one day and ignore us the next.
No, that would be mean. A faithful friend is someone you can depend on, and they will stick with you no matter what. We can trust them and know that they will be there for us.
That's so true. But as we mentioned earlier, we're all people who get things wrong. And so, sadly, at times, we aren't always faithful.
That's true. It makes me sad, actually, Gabe. Even if we try our best, sometimes we just muck it up, don't we?
That's what is so amazing about God, though, is that he is always faithful.
And that's cooler than a polar bear in the Antarctic.
God never changes, even if we mess up and turn away from God by disobeying him, or by not being kind, or being unfaithful to our friends and those we care about. God will never do that. Plus, he'll always forgive us if we come back to him.
That's cooler than a penguin at the North Pole.
I'm so glad to have such a faithful God who I can trust in.
Me too.
Well, it's been so good to see everyone, but we have to go now.
Thanks for having us. Bye!
Bye!
Well, so that's Jake and Gabe. So good to see them again. Thank you, guys. And as you can probably tell, we had a wonderful time with them at Holiday Club, and we learnt some incredible things. But as the boys just told us, we're looking at the fruit of the Spirit. And today is faithfulness, if you haven't gathered that already.